Welcome again, everybody, to What's for Dinner in Heaven. This time we're going to South Africa. Yes, it's a part of the world where I could only dream of imitating that accent. But don't worry, we have a very special guest here today who's got one. She's bringing it. I would like to introduce to you, without further ado, Miss Judy Young Sung. Come on down.
Father, it's Ying Sun.
Ying Sung. You know, see, I told you I don't have the accent.
Yeah, and I'm going to say Goeiemorgen.
Goeiemorgen. Whatever that means.
Sagabona.
Sagabona.
And what do you think that means?
I don't know. You tell me.
Hello, Father, and good day to you.
Well, Goeiemorgen.
What Goeiemorgen?
Goeiemorgen.
Sagabona.
Sagabona.
Yeah. Okay, Father.
Welcome.
Thank you. So today we are going to cook a very South African traditional meal. And it's
What's
like
it called?
pap and boerewors.
Bop and boerewors. That's like
Pap
bop, bop,
Bop,
doo
bop,
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 bop, bop, bop.
And the boerewors. Yes. And Father's going to be my helper, like all South Africans. We cook together.
All right.
Right.
So before we start, can you maybe tell the folks at home what we have for ingredients today?
Okay. So the first thing is our cornmeal. Our cornmeal, which is actually, we call pap. It's our staple food.
It's corn.
Cornmeal. And this is called boerewors. And it's a special sausage.
Okay.
And you've got to taste it because I don't think you had pap and boerewors before.
So what's in that sausage?
The sausage is actually pork and beef and spices only.
Wow, lovely.
Yes,
Okay.
and
Some vegetables?
yes, so that you can eat healthy.
Yes.
And to go with the pap, we need a gravy. Otherwise, it's just too dry.
Okay.
So get your hands dirty.
All right.
Roll up your
well, I
sleeves.
just cleaned them.
That's it. Okay. So, Father, I'm going to ask you to skin. What is this?
That's a tomato.
No, It's
Vegetables.
it's a tomato.
You say tomato and I say tomato.
That's what it is. Okay. So, Father, we're gonna make 2 slits.
Okay.
Why do we do that? So that is when you skin it, it comes off easier.
Okay.
So we're gonna throw hot water in here so that the skin can come loose.
Nice. Have you fed this to your kids?
Oh yes, we grew up with it.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh yes.
Okay, so you're
It's one of those meals we grow up with, and well,
like, would you say everybody in South Africa eats it?
yes,
They do.
especially when we have a barbecue,
Yeah.
which we call braai vlees. Braai means fry meat.
Fry meat.
Yep.
Does it get any better?
Yes. So, Father, there
Okay.
you go. Start peeling.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Just
You've learned
like that.
something
I
new.
have. You know,
Yeah.
I don't eat tomatoes often.
You don't?
No, but now I know how to peel them.
Yes, especially when you're going to cook it. Okay, can you chop the chop the tomatoes?
You say tomato chop. That can mean a lot of different things, you know, when you say chop the tomatoes. Could you be more specific about what you're looking for?
Let
here?
me show you. Oh dear, dear. Cut it in half,
Uh-huh.
then slice the small pieces. Right? Okay. Then you would then cut it smaller pieces like so.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, now you trust me to do this, so...
Oh, yes.
It must not be too particular about how it turns out. You want me to dice up all of these?
Yes, please.
All right.
So while you're doing that, Father,
Yeah.
I have got onions, garlic, and ginger to make my gravy.
So where did you learn this recipe?
Well, we all cook it in South Africa. Like I said, it's our traditional meal,
Yeah.
right? And my mom being Chinese, she couldn't get used to the maize meal, but we sort of loved it.
Well, that's fantastic. And you know what? It didn't kill you, and I'm sure it's not killed anybody else. So, I mean, I gotta trust that it's not going to kill me either, right?
No, we are nice people in South Africa. So you've never ever had maize meal before, Father?
Would you call that cornmeal? Yes, I have.
Yes, it's called maize meal. We call it maize.
Okay. Well, maïs in French is corn.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yes. So you want me to get this in there somehow, right?
Oh, yes.
Well, is there any particular way you want me to do it?
No, just throw it in
Let's
there.
do it. Heavenly meal. Oh, it's going to be good. I have a good feeling about this.
You do? That's
Yeah.
great.
Well,
So this is truly traditional Chinese, South African food.
Chinese, South African, or just I'm, while we got a moment, you're letting that cook. I'm wondering
Salt and pepper, please.
what the significance. I like lots of pepper,
Sure, go for it.
Okay. Just
It's only,
warning ya.
it's only going to be you and I that's going to have it,
Okay.
For guys out there, sorry, next time.
Okay. All right. So, in South African culture, what does food mean to a South African and the South African people?
Survival, because, we have lots of poverty in South Africa.
Right.
And it's always been my dream that the guy upstairs must hear me,
Yeah.
because I want to win the 649.
Yeah.
And I'm going back to Africa, and I am going to see where I can spend it.
That's a
Get
beautiful,
especially food for the
beautiful
people.
reflection on poverty, Eucharist, and winning the lottery. I tell you that.
Yeah, he hasn't been listening to me at all.
But
Because then I said to him, come on, I'm going to do good in Africa. I got the know-how. I've worked for the food bank for 15 years.
Right.
I've got the
Service.
expertise.
poverty service, winning the lottery, that's a ticket. Okay. What are we doing next?
Father, can you put some,
Chicken broth.
just to give it extra taste.
I can do that. Is that what you're calling this? Is gravy?
Yes.
So
What would you
tell
call
me when
it?
to stop.
A little bit more. That's it. And then in my pot here, I've got, I'm boiling some water, and I want to just put a little bit of salt in there to give my maize meal a little bit of a taste. Okay.
That's your maize meal. Your
Yes.
maize meal in there. Okay.
Yes. So, because you can have maize meal in two ways. You can have it like very stiff and things like that, or you can have a very soft one. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
not so dry.
Yeah.
So, which do you prefer? A solid maize meal or?
I would have no idea.
Ah. Okay.
So you said, did you want salt in that water? A little,
Yes,
A little
please.
bit? A little dash?
Yeah, just to give it taste.
To give it taste. Good reason.
Mm-hmm. And you can see I've got a wooden spoon.
A grandma with a wooden spoon. Watch out.
Okay. So, Father, what I want you to do is slice up some cauliflower.
Okay, I'm just going to put
For
that
our
lid
veg.
on there.
Is it
Well,
boiling?
Not quite yet.
Okay. So I want you to, I'll slice the broccoli and you can slice the cauliflower.
Okay.
With the cauliflower, a lot of people don't eat this, but why not? It is more tastier. You can have it
Yeah.
instead of just eating the crown only. So this actually is quite healthy as well.
Okay.
Okay.
called.
So you would slice this more or less in thin slices like that.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Slicing it, literally slicing it. I like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what veg do you normally have?
Well, I like typically lots of lettuce, kale. Is
Okay,
my
that's
favorite
good.
Veg.
Yes. So Father, I'm just going to reach over to get that pot.
Okay,
Okay.
it looks like it's boiled.
Yes, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this maize meal in it and mix it very, very well. So kale is good, but lettuce has got no nutritional value.
Right, but it's green, you know.
Yeah. But, lettuce is only water.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So, you want me to do something with this too, obviously?
Yes. Okay. So always to make it pretty, you'll try and cut it. See there? Right?
Yeah.
To make it pretty, and then we'll cut that in half. So you can see, because I'm making a very, very soft, we call it pup. You can have it in two ways. You can have it soft and moist, or you can have it dry. So it depends what people like. And to make sure that we cook it properly, we must really stir it well, get out all the lumps, and that's why we need a wooden spoon.
Okay. I think you're the first chef we've had on the show who tangibly brought in the experience of the poor, because that's really very much what the experience of the heavenly banquet is about, in the Eucharist and our encounter with God. It's an inclusive place. And I often say this about food, and why food is the most important symbol of our Christian faith. It's because everybody can eat.
Yes,
And everybody has to eat.
that's right.
Every day, in fact. I think you said that. Every day.
Yes, and with me being in South Africa, I do see hunger. Really, Father, it's very, very sad that we're living in this day and age that we have that problem.
Yeah.
Yes, and with me being brought up as Catholic, we normally do quite a bit for our community.
Right.
We would sort of fundraise, try and buy food. Okay, and can you do my...
Okay. I'm gonna guess you want me to do the same thing with these.
Make it pretty. So what we're doing here is we're trying to get a very nice soft texture, because as you're cooking it, it gets more hard. Well, you'll be tasting pap for the first time, hey?
Yes, but the plan is actually to bring somebody else in to be the official taster and judge of your food, because you know that the way it works on What's for Dinner in Heaven is either your food is good enough to be served in heaven, or you're really gonna have to try to cook something else to find your way there. So
I've got to impress somebody there, hey?
you've got to impress somebody.
Okay.
But you know what? In your benefit for this episode, the person coming in to taste this food, I'm quite certain has probably never had it before. So I think we'll see.
What's next? We actually got to do the vegetables, and I just want to do this gravy.
Okay.
And
All right. What are we doing? Where are we putting these?
I'm going to steam some. I'm going to steam it. As
Okay.
soon as we've done that, I'm going to steam it. And I know you can't have butter, so we're just going to steam. Just fill it a little bit with the carrots as well.
Okay.
And once the gravy's
Mix them
done,
together, kind of.
yeah, make it look pretty. Okay.
Pretty shiny things.
Oh, it's enough.
That's enough, okay.
All right. I want you to taste the gravy. What do you think of it?
All right.
Let me give it a bit of a stir.
This is like a foretaste. A foretaste of the heavenly banquet. Every time we gather is around the table of the Lord, it's a foretaste of what happens in heaven, which is so much better. But I know that this is going to be very good, as it is when we celebrate the source and summit of our Christian life. You don't want me to take too much.
Enough
Okay.
salt?
It could maybe use a little more salt, but it's not bad. Not bad. Maybe a little more salt?
Sure.
Okay.
So when I was in South Africa and we have
got a good aftertaste. Kind of stays with you.
So in South Africa, when we used to, all the kids used to play together, because don't forget, I was brought up in the apartheid years.
Yeah.
Everybody with color had to live in a certain place, and we couldn't mix with the whites or anything.
Right.
And then we'll have our African mother that will actually prepare this meal, and we'll sit in a circle. And then they used to make the pap more stiff. We used to eat it with our hands, dip it in the gravy,
Yeah.
right? And then have it.
Sounds good.
I need to do that pap again
Okay.
because I've got to do it quite often. You can see as it cooks.
Oh, we used to have this as, now that I see it cooked, I recognize it's been a long time since I've seen it. We used to have that as children for breakfast. Something very similar to that.
Oh yeah. You can get the cornmeal for breakfast, which is finer,
Yeah.
and you can have it coarse, and this is smooth. Okay, so you can see it's going to be a smooth one, but it has got lumps.
Yeah, it's too bad. Father Joe had a family emergency, so he can't be here. But
I
don't
see.
worry, we'll get him on a future episode if we have enough future episodes. He was the one, we had him come in before, and he tasted the shepherd's pie.
That's
and
it.
he judged the shepherd's pie to be good. So it's too bad you don't got him as a judge, because he's actually, he might like this food.
Yeah. He doesn't like this food.
I never
why
said I
he
don't
didn't
like
want-
this
he
food.
doesn't want to taste it.
It's all,
Because-
for me, it all depends how the chef treats me, Sometimes it's not about the food so much as, do I like the chef?
Come on.
So, are we
You
ready
told-
are we ready to
Yes.
cook those sausages?
Yes, I can't reach. I'm too short.
You know?
So get to work, Father
This-
Pierre. Get to work.
After all, I'm a man.
okay.
I really just want to get to the meat. Skip past the vegetables, let's get to the meat here.
Oh, you would, yeah, this is a sausage you've never tasted before. Come on,
Okay.
let's do it.
All right, so it's not an Italian sausage,
No, it's called boerewors
and there's nothing in there but meat and spices.
and spices. That is all we have in
Okay.
it.
Very good. We're flipping those sausages, folks.
Folks, yes, and it takes about, say, 3 to 4 minutes to have it cooked thoroughly. We're just going to make sure that we fry it, and it must be done, and it must be brown on both sides. On both sides, that's it. Yep. So, Father, we're going to actually cut a bit to see if it's done or not.
Okay.
So slice one in half, and let's have a look.
Okay. Isn't this the best parish in the world, by the way? Just thought I'd ask you that.
But you're not going to tell St. Paul that I'm coming here to cook for you guys.
Yeah, so you're actually a member of St. Paul's, and I got a knife in my hand.
No.
If only, if only I'd known that sooner, I wouldn't have been so nice to you.
Oh! No, cut that.
No, okay, not done.
Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. But it's just such a funny thing. Why does St. Joe's always have the fun thing?
Well, that's why they call us Joyful Joes.
Yes. Okay, Father, we can dish up.
Thank you. It's about time. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to dish up. Can you pass me the pop, please?
The what?
The pup. You see, he's forgotten.
Okay, this is a child-friendly show here, Judy.
So we'll just give him a little bit first. You can always ask for seconds afterwards. So we'll just give him a little bit, just to taste.
Alrighty.
And then if you want more, you can come for seconds.
Okay.
Ah, can't reach.
Okay, you want somebody who knows how to reach things.
Yes.
That's right. Get somebody from St. Joe's. Good. Looking good. That's it. Just keep saying
Okay. Then we have our veg to eat healthy.
I'm glad I know what's going in. It has gone into this meal. Otherwise, I'd be afraid she'd poison me.
And I'm going to teach him today to eat cauliflower, broccoli, because all he does is eat lettuce.
Oh, so glad.
Oh no, only lettuce. That's all he has.
Yes. So glad that those folks from the other side of Richmond are looking out for our health needs, our worldly needs. Keeping us
Okay,
strong.
can I have a sausage now? Can you
Okay.
reach for me?
Well, I got the lid. You got it. Nice work.
Okay, I just want to cut up a few pieces.
Okay.
And I sure would like you all to taste our South African boerewors.
Okay. Well, if I were truly honest, it looks good. I haven't tasted it yet, but it looks good.
So, Father, this is your testing time.
All right. I got a fork here. I'll test it.
You test it first, and if you drop, then I know I must run.
I'm looking forward to this, and you know, it's not only because it took a whole 15 minutes to cook, but you know, I'm looking forward to it, and not only because I'm hungry, but because it really looks good. So, here we go, Judy. This is your moment of judgment here. Oh, that's good.
And you like the pup? Seeing that it's the first time you're having pup?
Yeah, the puppies, they're good, or whatever you call them. Yeah. This must be like, they mustn't ever serve anything like this over at St. Paul's. I mean, this, because this is really good.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And the sausage? What do you think of the sausage?
The
Something
sausage is
completely
good.
different?
You tell me it's gluten-free, and I believe you.
Yes, it is.
I don't know why I believe her, but I kind of do. All right. I'm going to put that down so I can also talk. See, normally we have a guest and I just talk while the guest eats, but right now I got to do both. Okay.
Can't we just bring somebody completely different?
Yeah. So we tend to be very good at. We Franciscans tend to be very good at judging things, you know. So that's why we like to, you know, judge food. No, I don't know. The fact of the matter is, so far everybody has made it into heaven. Everybody who's been judged on this show, and you know, when you told me from St. Paul's, I really was tempted to kind of, you know, cut you off and cut you out. But you know, the fact is I spent the whole meal cooking it with you. I got my own hands, my own participation is a part of it, which is what church is all about. It's about getting involved, finding a job to do, contributing, and doing, and you said it best, doing together, walking together, journeying together, cooking together, sharing, right? Remember how you said that? So all of that gone into this meal, and in the end, it tastes marvelous. So, is this on the menu in heaven? I asked the question to myself, and I have to say it is. Well done, Judy. Thank you very much. Give yourself a hand. Folks, come back next week We're in South Africa today. Next week, we're going a little further north on this continent to another African country. See you then on What's for Dinner in Heaven.